Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, June 13th, 2017. This is Jennifer. As you guys can see, I have a totally different wall setup today. Paper Piecing Vintage is back on the wall. Yesterday was Paper Piecing Vintage block 11, and that block is called Vestibule. This is our next to last block to finish our Paper Piecing Vintage top. This one I love. I just had the tiniest scrap of this little fabric. You can see it here. It's got little eyeballs and little trees. I love it. I love how it came out. It's going to look great with the rest of my Halloween blocks. And of course, here is the original vintage version of that block, done in entirely different fabric, giving it a completely different look. So on Monday, June 26th, we will be done. It will be our final Paper Piecing Vintage week, and I will hopefully have this guy all ready to go by then. I have set aside some sewing time so I can get this top done. In addition to sharing block 11 yesterday, I also revealed what my next quilt along is going to be. It is called Rainbow Cascade. I'm super excited about it. It is entirely different from anything I've ever done before. It is a one block quilt, which means you make one block, but you make it in a variety of different colors. All of the blocks will be rainbow colors, so you'll have the 7 major colors of the rainbow, plus a secondary color, plus a background color, and I am using mine as a scrap buster. I am only pulling from my stash. I am not going to buy any fabric for the front, and I'm going to see how much stash I can use. I will be sharing at least a video tutorial, possibly a video and a text tutorial. We will be continuing to support the quilt along efforts in the Sew Hooked Facebook group. I will have prizes. I have organized it in such a way that we will keep the second and fourth Monday schedule like we've had during Paper Piecing Vintage, and I've spread it out far enough that even if you are making the biggest quilt, which is 70 by 80 inches, you will never be obligated to make more than 4 blocks in a 2-week period. So the idea being that even those people making the largest quilt, you will be able to do it in a timely manner, because 2 blocks a week, we can do 2 blocks a week, right? So anyway, it's going to be great fun. Right now, Jules and Amber are testing this pattern for me. I will be having some samples to show you before too long, or some sneak peeks for how the block's going to look. And I basically I'm doing this in September because I am also participating in the Fandom and Stitches UFO event, and I need to finish some stuff, and I'm having a couple months off to finish some of my own stuff and to work on this will give me a little bit of a breather while also finishing, like I said, finishing some of my own stuff. So I'm super excited about this event, and I'm excited about finishing some UFOs. I'm at a slightly different angle to show you that my Labyrinth quilt top is done. You still can't see all the quilt top, but you did get to see Marie's tail. It is significantly larger than my design wall. I did take some pictures outside, which I will share at the end of the video. Now that it's done, I'm ready to get it quilted, but I want to practice first. I've decided I want to do swirls on my Labyrinth quilt, and since I haven't done swirls in a really long time on my quilt frame, I've decided I'm going to practice on Alina's quilt first. I have this little top that I finished weeks and weeks ago when I went over to sew at my friend Linda's house. So I figured this would be a perfect little quilt to practice my swirls on. I'm planning to do it very similarly as I did my daughter's Doctor Who quilt back in 2013, which all of this, the purple, the medium and the dark purple, they all have swirls in the fabric. So I'm thinking I'm going to do swirls in the Labyrinth part of the quilt, and then the backgrounds around the faces, I'm going to do like a stipple or maybe pebbles or something like that. But I haven't practiced swirls in a while, so I'm going to practice it on a Linus quilt first. And I would like to get this Linus quilt done by Saturday, because Saturday is Linus. So it just kind of works out if I do both of those things at the same time. Quick reminder, if you are participating in the UFO event on Fandom and Stitches and you're working on a Project of Doom, make sure you join the Project of Doom Facebook group too, because I am giving away Harry Potter quilter patches to anyone who completely finishes, quilts and binds a Project of Doom quilt during the event. And I have them in a variety of colors. I even like this one as a rainbow color, and then you can have Slytherin, or you can have Hufflepuff, which I've been told to save for Susie Quilts, but I can make more. Friday, we had a brand new free pattern Friday called Throwing Stars. Thank you to Jules68 for that awesome name. This pattern is super easy. It's one piece repeated over and over again, and it makes either a 12-inch block or a 24-inch block. And of course, you can enlarge those individual pieces and make it really any size you want. And it was the first pattern I've released since I've added the $10 Patreon gift. So it is dedicated to 3 Patreon patrons, which you can see in the pattern, and you can see it on Sew Hook. Be sure and stop by by this Friday for a new Free Pattern Friday. As we wrap up, I just want to remind you that I will be supporting the LiveJournal group through the end of June, and after that time I will no longer be on LiveJournal. I have backed up my personal LiveJournal account. For those of you that have been using LiveJournal for a long time, I've actually been on there for about 11 years, and I wrote my own journal entries for years and years and years. I did find a backup option where you can download your entries per month. They do download, and I think it's called a CVS file, so like the comma delineated kind of files that you can import into a spreadsheet. So it comes out in a sort of a spreadsheet format. Everything's in HTML. But it's totally readable, so if you've been journaling like me for many, many years and you want to save your own writing, you can do it per month. It's not the most efficient way to do it. I did try one of the exporters and it failed every time I tried to do it. So this way I have all of my writing and I will be able to save that. I have actually already done. I've saved it on my own computer, so I have that, and at some point I will probably put it in a more readable format as I continue to journal in other ways. That is all for me for today. I hope you guys post. I would love to see your videos on WordPress. I've had a couple of requests for new members, so you are more than welcome to come and share videos with us. And there's more details about that on WordPress as to how you can be part of Talk to Me Tuesday. I've updated the About page, so all the About information is there, and it is now updated specifically to the WordPress site. Last but not least, thank you to my Patreon patrons. You are the reason that we are having Rainbow Cascade, and that Rainbow Cascade will be free. If you want to support me on Patreon, go to patreon.com/sewhooked, and there's more information there. Anyway, post your videos, stay crafty. I hope you're working on your UFOs, and I will see you next week. Bye.